Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studios. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth, Geist, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
What's up?
We are doing well. Watching
Six-
Vanderbilt and NC State play.
16 and a half hours of sunlight, man. I don't know how I couldn't be doing well.
Dang.
Yeah, but like tomorrow, you're only gonna have like 1 hour of sunlight, man, and like the wall's gonna
And
be
snow.
built and the frozen people.
No. I have like two good. It's like motorcycle riding. You get like 3 months of 3 months a year.
Do you guys have a lot of motorcycle riding up there?
Yeah,
They
it's
condense
about-
it into those 3 months.
In the
Yeah,
summer,
you can-
in the summertime.
I mean, if you're on a virtual herf, you can hear it because like it sounds like the whatever motorcycle racing. You can just hear them screaming past my house because
I just imagine like that it's open country that those bikers would get out there, man.
no,
you
this
guys
is in
seen
the
that?
city. This is in the city. They're like
Oh.
doing 160 in the city. They
Nice.
at this point, no one care. No one care at all.
It's like
Have you guys
Fast
seen
9
that South
Canadian
Park?
edition.
The South Park episode on motorcycles?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's not appropriate.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay. June,
All
when
right.
is anything you say appropriate?
I stopped myself.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. So today we are talking about the Drew Estate Liga Privada Único Serie Year of the Ox 2021. Cigar is a Toro Extra 6.25 by 54. Comes out of the La Gran Fabrica Drew Estate factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Connecticut broadleaf. Binder is Brazilian Matafina. Filler is from Nicaragua and Honduras. Cigar is blended by Willie Herrera. Price point is quote unquote $21.25. It's only sold in China, so you'll have to figure out how you're gonna buy it. But
Just out of, I mean, I know we probably can't answer this question, but I'm assuming the price in China is not $21 because if it's sold in Hong Kong has really high tobacco taxes.
June, can you inform us of this one?
Yes, I could take this one. I don't know.
Could you call your contacts and let us know for the next
Yes. 1 second. Let me get on. What is that app that they use?
Weibo? Is it Weibo?
no,
What is-
WhatsApp? No.
yeah,
No,
what's
no.
that?
What is the currency that they
No, there's another.
Something
There's
else.
another.
No, WeChat. WeChat.
WeChat.
That's what
There you go.
WeChat.
What's the currency they use in Hong Kong? Is it what's the
Hong Kong
yen?
dollar.
Is it Hong Kong dollar? Or is it the
Yeah,
yen?
it's not RMB. It's they have their own currency.
Okay, so this would be $21 US. What do you think this would be like? 40, 50 bucks in Hong Kong?
It's got to be with all the taxes. Like,
Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
I mean, you're basically priced out of smoking like a regular Joe, like in the States, by being over there. So
But it's like this is really even if it was $21 available in the US, and we have to break this down to Drew State. We got to give them a hard time on this one. Even $21 is super. Drew State's never gone above the $20 mark, have they?
I don't think so.
Well, how much was like the recent ones, like Bauhaus and all that? Did they even touch $20?
Well,
guys
Bauhaus was
remember?
Germany.
Yeah, but like I'm just curious within.
I don't remember what the price of the Bauhaus was. That's a good point, though.
Yeah, I don't think I had it
No.
listed because it was hard to track down.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
Hong Kong
Yeah.
Chinese exclusive. Yeah.
And it was released in March of 2021. So, Gene, you want to tell us about your experience with the cigar?
Yes, I will go. Given the fact that this is a Chinese-made cigar, Chinese for the Chinese people.
You always go first because
I
you're
know.
Chinese.
Just let me be, okay?
Yeah.
This is a special moment for me. Okay. So I thought this was a little bit of a departure of like the typical Drew Estate kind of Connecticut broadleaf kind of cigar. I thought it was, relatively speaking, light in terms of strength, like medium body for sure. Like I'm sorry, medium strength for sure. Like almost that, I would give it a medium body, medium plus body, but it definitely doesn't have that like full viscosity like some of the other broadleaves that Drew Estate does. In terms of flavors, I thought the first third was really damn good. Like I got a lot of these like sweet raisin and prune notes. It was almost like it was almost like eating the real thing where you eat a couple of them, it makes you want to go dump real fast. So with that, I also got some minerals, red pepper, and it was like subtle spice minerals, which was nice. But yeah, I thought overall it was a really good cigar. I rated the first, second, and last third good. I had perfect construction. I'd love to smoke this again. It's just probably not gonna see it again after knowing that I smoked a couple of them already.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it was, as Jiunn said, it's not as strong as you. It's a lot softer than you think it would be. It's like the softest medium full, strongest mild medium I've ever had. If that makes any sense. I mean,
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I mean, this is all right. When you smoke an Ashton Maduro, you think it's going to be really strong, but it's really not. It's just kind of like a smooth,
Decadent, yeah, desserty.
it's like an Avo Maduro.
Jiunn has a friend that would disagree with you, but go ahead.
It's like the Avo Maduro in that it's rich, but it's not like super strong, especially for Drew Estate. I was getting espresso beans, cocoa. I was getting some mineral aspects, baking spices, earth throughout. It wasn't overly complex, but it was just really good flavors that were just consistent, and they had some depth to them throughout. Nice cigar.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
Well, I smoked 2 of these. I had contemplated taking the second one and flipping it on eBay for some mad bank, but then I realized that's probably inappropriate, so I ended up smoking it. And I'm glad I did. The review experience was quite consistent. I'm going to echo a lot of what's already been said. For a Drew Estate, which are certainly known for strong, full-bodied, very peppery, very spicy, very chewy cigars, I think they did manage to pull that back. And I was almost shocked, actually, when I lit it up. The first few puffs were so creamy. I was like, have I been sent the wrong cigar? Like, this doesn't seem like this is broadleaf, right? And then the baking spices did kind of come through, but they were definitely restrained. And I have to assume that's an intentional thing for the Chinese audience, who presumably are more European in palate. So they're not going to really be appreciable of the flavor bomb that a typical Liga Privada might provide. And I thought the first and second, third were very consistent. There was really no wavering in the profile. I was pretty engaged the whole time. Really clean flavors, balanced. Curiously, the last third, the spices really jumped up on me to medium full, and then I kind of felt the balance fall apart. So, ironically, what probably would be catching me in the first third kind of offset me after all the balance in the first 2/3, and I had kind of an average experience. The the curious thing, so I had so I mentioned I reviewed 2 cigars. So the first one went out on me in the last third, requiring a relight. The second one was perfect. And then they kind of had a flip on the draw. The first one was a perfect draw, and the second one was resistant. So I don't know. I mean, it was pretty reasonably consistent on a sample size of 2, but I just thought it was funny that the first one had a perfect draw and went out, and the second one had a resistant draw and no burn issues, which is not intuitively what you would think. Anyways, all that to say, it was good. I would smoke these again. They're pretty great. I probably won't, but they're pretty good. Aaron?
Yeah, to me, the cigar tasted like an aged out Liga. If you had it in your humidor for 4 years or so and went back to it, that's kind of what it reminded me of.
Savage.
It didn't
Savage.
have that potency that like Liga would have in its like first year. So you guys have all mentioned that it's not as strong as like a number 9 or a T52 or whatever like that. It just seemed like, and there's nothing wrong with that if you like to age your Ligas and stuff like that, but that just doesn't seem like that was the intent of those cigars. So profiles, musty toasted wood, some dry earth, a little bit of black pepper. I did have the normal Liga like heavy tobacco burn issues with like 3 relights on the cigar, so that was a bit of a bummer. I mean, most people aren't going to get a chance to smoke this cigar because it's a release for China only. And I would say if you are a cigar chaser and a Liga fan, I wouldn't waste a bunch of time trying to track it down because I don't think you're going to miss anything if you prefer the more potent stuff. But it was nice to get an opportunity to smoke something that's rare. So you can also always not listen to me since I was the outlier here. So whatever you want to do. But yeah, I mean, I have another one. I will hold it for ransom for the 3 of you, and to the highest bidder, I will send it. So there you go.
You should. We got anyone who makes a comment about your review on the cigar, Aaron, more than likely didn't smoke it, and I can't wait to rip them a new one just to make fun of them because they didn't have the chance to smoke it, and
That's
they're going
right.
after you for.
Well, no, see, this is good because now both trolls can hop in. We can both be slammed for giving a high review and also be slammed for giving a low review. So we can get both sides of it now. It's perfect.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Into the scores. Start at the top with Jiunn at 7.17.
Fanboy,
John was next at 6.57.
reasonable.
Seth gave it a 6.47. I gave it a
Oh.
5.55. So Jiunn had that 7.17 matchup for you.
Match up well. Yeah, I like this change of pace. It was like Seth, you mentioned Ava Maduro. I mean, I don't think it was quite Ava Maduro because I think
No, he said, did you say Ava Maduro or you said Ash Maduro?
Well, I said
Oh,
I
sorry.
said it was no. You both are correct. No,
I checked out after you said Ash Maduro. Sorry.
yeah, I don't blame you on that one. I did too. Yeah, I did talk about Ava Maduro. I don't think it's as complex as Ava Maduro.
Yeah.
It has that quality of not being over the top, strong, broadly.
Yeah, because I think like Ava Maduro's definitely like got better finesse to it than this, but this is a nice change of pace from like the overtly, like chewy, chocolatey, highly earthy, stronger broadleaf that typically Drew Estate does. So to that extent, I thought it was good. And yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a good handle on what the Chinese market smokes. I just know that they have mainly like habanos, to be able to smoke. So given that, I think how it's like on the lighter side of things, and it's also unique because inevitably, I mean, they're simply not going to get broadleaf out of Cuba, right? So this experience is very unique as well. So I think I don't know. I'm actually curious how these are selling. Like, I mean, we'll probably never know because they're probably not going to be. I don't know. We'll probably never know.
I
But
would assume that they are probably sold instantly as a status item. No.
Oh yeah. Can you see
That's
some
that's so
similarities?
weird.
Can you see some similarities? Thinking about that this was a Chinese release and thinking about, there's a lot of Habanos that get smoked over there. Can you see a lot of qualities with this release being with some limitada releases, such as like a Monte Cristo limitada, which delivers qualities similar to this?
Yeah, of course. I would say there's a lot of habanos being bought. I wouldn't necessarily say there's necessarily a lot of habanos being smoked. I mean, it's pretty hard to smoke through 40 boxes at a time.
Oh yeah,
but
some of them, they still smoke them.
Yeah, no question.
All right, John, 6.57.
Yeah, I think that matches up well. I think the explanation of a subdued Liga is a pretty good descriptor, and I have to assume that's on purpose because, again, I certainly don't know the Hong Kong market, but I certainly have smoked with Hong Kong smokers in Havana. Given that I'm a Canadian, I can go there whenever the hell I want. And I would say that their tastes are more European. So I think if you delivered a Liga Privada 9 experience, that would probably be a little much. But this is a good restrained, like Jiunn was saying, it's not so in your face. It was kind of a nice change of pace, frankly. Obviously the price tag is kind of commensurate with the presentation and packaging, which I think was on point. But no, it was enjoyable. Seth?
6.47, Seth.
Yeah, I mean, I think that adds up. It really reminds me a lot of British Hong Kong releases back in the mid 90s. It's no, listen, it's I mean, it's a good cigar. I like it. So I would be interested to see what other people thought about it, especially in Hong Kong.
I would echo that. I'm legitimately interested to. Not that I can't imagine any Hong Kong smokers are watching our channel, but if they are, it'd be really cool to get firsthand feedback as to what the consensus was on how they enjoyed it.
All right, my 5.55 matches up well. It was above average flavor profile. I like the first third. Burn issues are just got a little bit of a bummer on this cigar. Otherwise, it would be in the high fives. It just doesn't do it for me. smoke a regular Liga over this, I think. Or I'd smoke a Bauhaus. I like the Bauhaus. It's good.
Wait, sorry. Do you still have Bauhaus left?
I think I do have like 1 or 2 left. Yeah.
You Liga slut.
But you don't have one.
He
of
has
those?
a
No.
Drew Estate humidor, just like somebody else that we've seen recently have
I do have a Drew Estate humidor.
Everybody's got a little
filled
humor.
with Ligas.
Except the Canadians, man.
Yeah.
Got a big boron steel up here.
I've got unbanded and banded Undercrown 10s in it. Everything. It's just.
Well,
nuts.
everybody's got those. I mean,
And there's a
that's
bash shirt
that's
in there,
nothing
too.
Special. Everyone's got a bash shirt. That's not.
You
You're
got
not
your
special.
Drew Estate humidor. You got your Davidoff humidor.
Do you have the original? Do you have the original Crump 13.5-inch cigar? Do you?
13
It wouldn't
inch.
fit in this humidor anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez,
So.
really? They made a 13.5-inch cigar?
Yeah, I'll tell you the story in the green room.
I do have a Medusa
It
and
was
an
the
egg.
get out of here with that shit. No,
By the way, guys, why is the footband purple? I don't understand.
I was going to ask you that, Jiunn. How is purple perceived in China?
It's not perceived with any significance.
yeah, I didn't really. I mean, I certainly
The
am not
gold,
the
yeah,
expert. Yeah,
like
the gold I
Chinese
thought
ones
was
are
cool, but
fucking gold.
I didn't get the
right?
purple at all.
But I don't understand the purple. Like, explain yourself.
There you
Right.
go. Yeah,
Yeah, on.
we'll find out from on.
Purple itself is a Rigo color.
It is.
But it doesn't
Maybe
have any
to the
special significance.
Europeans.
Yeah,
To the
I don't know about
Europeans.
the
Oh.
Asian countries.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
isn't
not.
This
like,
is just showing the European colonialism back right at it. What does
There
the
you go.
Queen wear? Purple. What did Hong Kong used to be under control? The Queen.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Thanks a lot, on.
Maybe that'll
Bastard.
All right. If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us, but also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on social media channels, and you can catch all of our review caps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
everyone knows you. The Tiger's the best.